Can you tell me when you see people? Yeah, we got people joining or?
Not yet. Oh, people are starting to join now.
Okay.
Give it a waving.
Hi everyone. I'll just give it a minute for a few more people to join. Maybe Adam, you can pan round. I've got my trusty cameraman.
Hello.
He's going to read out any comments and questions you have while we're there. There we go. Super. Hello. How is everyone? We have miserable weather. The wind is howling. The dogs are barking. You know, 2020 life. What can I say? I've got quite a few things to show you today and to talk about. So we'll start with what I'm wearing. So I don't know if you can do that. So you might have seen this on my grid. This is the Praline cardigan by Ogie Knitwear Designs. No, Danny Sunshine Knits, sorry. It's on my grid. I can email you what the pattern is later. But I finished it, it's blocked and it's got buttons. Disclaimer, I did sew this together because I didn't like how it was gapping. But I think this is quite pretty with a dress. Nice little crop cardigan. Yarns I used for this are my baby alpaca silk and cashmere yarn, and in this case it's Party on the Reef. And I knitted that together with some of my mohair silk lace. This one is Wedding Bells and this one is Party on the Reef. And when you knit them up together, that's what it looks like. And for my size, which is the size 12 to 14, and my gauge was spot on with this, I used 3 of each. So these are available on the website at the moment. Let me know if there's any questions or comments or anything.
No questions.
So we'll get back to those in a minute. But this is the first time I'm wearing this cardigan. I'm really rather pleased with it. And I'm wearing this on bare skin on my arms, obviously. And I do get a lot of questions about the mohair yarn and how it feels. I've been wearing this for a few hours today now, and it's not. It's bare skin underneath here as well. It doesn't feel itchy at all. It just feels really nice and warm and soft and snuggly. So it's not like the mohair from way back when. This is really soft because it's got silk in it as well, and knitted up with the baby alpaca silk and cashmere. It's just very soft and very warm, but not itchy. So that's the cardigan. I thought I'd talk about that. Next thing I want to talk about is something you all haven't seen yet. This is my newest shawl, which I'll take off. When I say my newest shawl, as in I made this, but obviously the pattern isn't mine. So you might recognise this. This is the Radiate shawl by Mr. Westnett, Stephen West. And I finished this a little while ago. It's not blocked yet, but it is a nice size, just unblocked as well. And I knitted this completely out of my mulberry silk yarn. I'll just do that. I don't know if you can get the sheen on that. I think the light in here is quite good. You should be able to. So this is just a lovely, lovely shawl, and I'll put it on. As Mr. Westnett says, there is no wrong way to wear a shawl. So you can wear it like that, or you can wear it more traditional. And it's silk and it's just really smooth and really lovely. Might be good for some people who are allergic to sheep or other animal fibres. Silk tends to be alright, so if you want to give someone a really nice Christmas present. I have loads of colourways in the silk that are all on the website. This one is Cora's Festivities, Romancing the Reef and Parting the Reef. And I just kind of mixed them up as I went along. So that's quite nice, and I only needed 1 of each. So you'd need 3. You could just mix it up. You could do Magic in the Reef, Romancing the Reef and Parting the Reef, or, and I know you guys saw that on my grid a few days ago, this is Don't Be Coy With Me. And I saw some photos of koi fish in swimming in a pond and just felt really inspired by that. So that's my new silk, which is really lovely. And I think you could actually just knit the whole shawl out of all of that if you wanted to. I think that would look quite nice. Or you could be completely bonkers and just use them all. But this is the new one. I think you could even stripe it with the blue one. So this, really happy with this shawl. And it's really nice and stretchy because of the garter stitch, and it's a good size. And it's a really easy TV knit. So if you've got a series you're binge watching at the moment, this is a really easy TV knit. That's that shawl. So silk, really lovely for shawls. You can either, you know, Christmas presents or treat yourself. There we go, and put that back. Those are all the new ones. These are all on the website, plus a few other ones. I've got also this one, which is, it's called Lady Mary, because someone was binge watching Downton Abbey a while ago. But this reminds me of Quality Street as well. And I think a whole shawl just in that striking purple. Or you could do Lady Mary and Party in the Reef. I think that's quite nice together, or even those three. Magic in the Reef, Party in the Reef, and Lady Mary. I think that's really gorgeous together, actually. Yeah, so some ideas for you on how to mix the silks if you want to. So then we have new yarns, most of which I've been posting about on my grid. So this has been quite popular today already. So if you want some of my Monster Mash yarn, then you might want to grab those. I've done that on Baby Alpaca Silk and Cashmere, as per usual. And then I've also dyed this on my sock base. It's the exact same dye stock, but because of the different fibre content, the colours just look different, which I think is really nice. So you could have a shawl and matching socks if you wanted to. I've also got some minis in the shop that you could use with the sock yarn. So, for example, you could do a really bright purple, which is Ab Fab, or you could tone it down with a blue, which is Midnight Musings, or zing it up with a pink one, which is Cherry Fizz. I think they look, or you could do a shawl. I've seen people do that. Get some variegated and get some minis and then do a really nice stripy shawl. And that actually also would work quite well for the Radiate shawl, because you could just stripe it however you want. That's quite nice. I'll put those back quickly. So that's the Monster Mash yarn. Everyone, all of the Yorkshire Yarn Fest vendors today, or most of us, are doing a Monster Mash colourway. So we've all got the same name, obviously different interpretations of the theme. So that's that one. And then more new yarns. This one, I know was quite popular when I posted it. This one is 50% baby camel and 50% silk, and it is just wonderful. It is lovely. It's super smooth, really soft, really shiny, really lovely. So I've got that one on the camel base, and then we've got Violet also. I might need to tidy the skein up. Got Violet, which has some really nice dark reddish pink speckles. So I've got these two camels. I did get a few messages and emails over the last few weeks if I'm going to add any camel yarn to the website, which I did. That's those ones. And then let's talk about some of the new baby alpacas. This one got quite a few comments when I posted it on the grid. It's lovely, isn't it? This one is called Leela. And it's reds, and it's kind of a bit sunsetty, but kind of a grown-up sunset, I think. I'll open up the skein. This one has quite long colour changes. A lot of my yarns have really short colour changes, but this one I just fancy doing something a bit different. I think this is really lovely. Really, really lovely. There we go. That's that one. And then we've got Yorkshire Moors, which is sort of the colours of the moors and the heather and the greens and everything. I really, really like this. Really, really love this one. It's really lovely. I think this will be super for some sweaters and cardigans and things. So that one. And then we've got this one, which is Desert Winds, which is quite a different colour palette to what I normally do, but I really, really like this one. Really warm, lovely colours. And then we've got Don't Be Coy With Me, which you saw on the silk, also on Baby Alpaca Silk and Cashmere, because I really like this one, so I thought I'd dye it on both. It's got some blue speckles in between, but not a lot, just a little bit, and lovely reds and turquoises and things, so that's quite nice. And then just push those back so we can see. I've got lots. Can you pan over these? I've got lots and lots and lots of new mohair. So we've got an actual plethora, which is a nice word, of mohairs. Some of them are more variegated than others, but they are all really, really lovely. Got all of those. There we go. So next thing I want to show you is I have a range of these semi-solids. These are all on the website. Not sure how accurate the colour is when it's a video, Instagram video. I always feel like it actually changes the colours a little bit. But these are all my semi-solids. And then if I grab some of my new ones, I can show you what goes with what. So for example, you might just want to kneel here or something, sit here, it might be easier. There we go. So I've got some of these new ones. So if you wanted a tonal combination, for example, that's Yorkshire Moors with Mrs. Padmore and Francesca. I think that is just an absolutely lovely combo for a striped shawl or a fade even. I think this as a fade would look really, really nice. So those ones I think are really nice together. And then you could also completely tone it down with these three. That's really lovely together. This is Bates, November Mornings and Yorkshire Moors. There we go. Also lovely, I think, is Ibis with this one as well. Ibis and Yorkshire Moors is nice. And then for the Don't Be Coy With Me, this really works if you want to do a fade or a stripe.
There's a request for you to, could you untwist the koi colourway?
I can. So we've got 4 more minutes. I'm keeping an eye on the time today. That's the koi. There. Fairly short colour changes. That's really lovely. There you go. So it's just aquas and reds and just minimal speckles. There you go. I hope that's helped. So yeah, so koi would be really nice with Koi Pond. The new aqua semi-solid that I've done, I've called Koi Pond. So that would be really nice together. You could also contrast it with a navy, for example. That would work. And then the Desert Winds. Again, you can have something that pops a little bit, or you could have something in super lovely earth tones. I think Desert Winds with November Mornings and Bates is really gorgeous. I think that would look really wonderful. Those go together really nicely, I think. Right, and then I have got some yarns tucked away here that I wanted to show you. So this one, Maggie, which I posted about earlier today, if you look, you could pair this with Storms, with the mohair, or with a grey. That would look really lovely. There's loads of patterns about at the moment for 4-ply yarn held together with a mohair in the pattern.
2 questions.
Yeah.
The first combo that you had, the purple ones, what were the names of those again?
That one and where did I put it? Maggie. This one is Maggie and this one is Stormy, or Storms. What did I say? Storm. That one's Storm and this one's Maggie.
And there's a question around the softness of the blue-faced Leicester.
The blue-faced Leicester. The blue-faced Leicester is... Do you mean the sock yarn or the blue-faced Leicester and silk?
Not specified.
Both are super soft and super smooth. They're super soft. Even the sock yarn it's hard wearing for the sock yarn because it's got nylon in it, but it's really smooth, really lovely. It's not scratchy at all or not hard at all, if that answers your question.
And what colourways are you wearing again?
Me, Party in the Reef and Wedding Bells. So Wedding Bells is the mohair and Party in the Reef is the speckled alpaca 4-ply. Those are these ones. So I've got a few more yarns here to show you with my mohair. So for example, Escarina with sherbet, I think is awesome. That would look lovely as stripes. Now the yellow isn't quite as fluorescent as it looks on the video right now. I don't know why Instagram decides to just change all the colours, but the pictures on my website are accurate. Escarina, also with the pink, is really nice. Or with storms. You've got a huge choice of mohair yarns. I'll show you the Romancing the Reef alpaca, for example, with the pink mohair, which is unicorn puff, or with a yellow, because it'll pick up, I don't know how well you can see that on the video, but it picks up the yellow speckles really nicely. So there's a huge choice of mohair yarn that will go with a lot of the alpacas I've got. So this one is Rebels for the Reef, and that one is November Mist in the alpaca. So loads and loads of choice, and I'm gonna have to finish up in a second. I'll just now I think I probably can't get away with showing you other stuff, so I'll wait if there's any questions just while I'm still on. No? Okie dokie, I think that's it then. So if we just pan around. Oh, one thing I do really need to show you very, very quickly in the last 30 seconds. This quarter of an hour does go very quickly. So I posted about this yesterday, I think. This is new sock yarn, Blueface Leicester nylon, really, really lovely. And this is on the website individually, just the variegated skeins. And I've got these minis also individually on the website, but there are also a few sets where there's one pink, one brown, and the variegated together as a set. And the set comes a little bit cheaper than if you'd bought all three individually. I'm quite in love with this, and I think I do need to make myself some socks with this. I think that's it.
And can you just mention again the pattern and the yarn for your sweater? This
is the praline cardigan. I will post later in my stories about who the knitwear designer is, because it's dropped my mind quite now. But it's called the praline cardigan. You can search for it on the website where you can get your patterns. Yeah. I think that's it, guys, because I don't want to run late and then steal time from someone else. Thank you for watching. And any questions, I'm around all day. You can message me on Instagram, leave comments, whatever you like, and I'll try and answer everyone. Thank you.